Hoot hoot. Hello, hoot hoot. Welcome. I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, Noble Owl of Globie Generation 2 Equinnox. This is my art stream. Hello, Ambrose. See, say hello to some peoples. Hello, Natsu. Hoot hoot Nie. Hoot hoot Sayad. Hello, Shadow. Hello, Lino. Hello, Chubby. 3000 Cordium. Hello. Yaji no Yokozo. Israel, hello. Hello, Miri. Hello, T Beanie. You were early with your message. I saw at the top. Hello, Citrina. Hello, Fawn. Nice to have you all here. Sometimes I wonder how many VTubers manage to see my full username. I see it. I just choose not to see it. Unless it doesn't stop after soup, because I have some people that just filled everything up. 50 letters or something. Oh, first. We're gonna be doing that. It does stop there though. Okay. Yeah, I have some people show up that is just like the full line. Also, Komiyama Ambrose has it in Japanese too, so that's also a lot of symbols. And we do have Mother's Day tomorrow. That's very true. We do. But not to the north. So it's a little bit of a mix-up with that stuff. But yes, we are celebrating Mother's Day in the Netherlands. Yes. Ominiama. No problem, Citri. Thanks for being up early. Let me just get my tea ready. Gonna finish the last bit of ginger goodness that I have. Hello, Ahmad. What a mood, Citri. Is it Sia here? Is that what I'm supposed to say? I never know what to pick. But hello nonetheless. Yeah, welcome. We're gonna continue on the portrait of my senpai Pippa Pebblesworth. I can find it. My voice is still a little hoarse because I caught a cold earlier, but I'm feeling better. Still feeling better today. Just, you know, general stuffy feeling. Like pressure around my head. Yeah, I'm feeling better. I would say. You get my slightly hoarse voice today, but not the sniffles. There we go. Sounds even better today than yesterday. Yeah, it's just gonna keep improving. I'm taking care. Gotta be careful. It's warm here today, so it's kind of, you know, it's a bit dangerous if you're not careful. Feeling better, but you're always the best. This guy. Some coughs maybe. The size more like sh, as in shark. Shahir? Oh, Shahir. Bill has a hoarse voice. I would try to imitate a horse, but it's just gonna wreck me. But yeah, I got everything prepped. We just get to the senpai picture. I wonder if I can lower my tab. No, it doesn't work. Quit horsing around. Yeah, Ambrose is witty and quick. Leave it to him to have the nice comebacks. Let's see. Okay, can you guys hear me okay? Is the music okay? Horrors, Mr. Phoenixer. Okay, let's get to the art. I'm gonna sit down. Looks about right. Looks about right. Hello, Fluffy. Yeah, I saw you said hello. Sorry I didn't say hi. Lurking around playing Stardew Valley. That's a nice, nice thing to accompany a comfy stream with. If you're new here, I do comfy streams. I play comfy games, kind of like Stardew Valley and other general. I don't know what to say. How do I describe comfy? Comfy is a mood. Comfy is a way of life. Comfy is eternal. The moon, the sun will perish, but comfy lives on. Okay, levels are good, excellent. But also, aside from comfy, I mean, art streams are also comfy, but I do art streams, as you can see. I generally just talk. It's a just chatting stream. It's a Satsudan with me just doing a lot of art. And I've been drawing I haven't drawn genmates yet, but I will get to them. How's your weekend been so far? Also, if you have any art related questions, if you're an artist as well or you're interested in getting started, it's kind of hard for me to really pinpoint what to do, what to make like a tutorial out of or something. So I welcome questions and I can just answer them as I go. Oh, the eyes. Everything needs moving, not just that one. Oh well, we'll just leave it there. I think it's fine. Hello, Inaki. I'm fine. I'm fine being an animal on someone's farm. If it's Stardew Valley. Yes, let's see. I need to find my reference. Hello, Nani, welcome. Hoot hoot. Senpai, no. I don't have references. What is this? What is this? Dumb bravery, of course I need references. Pippa, Pebblesworth. That'll do. The official art. That will most certainly do. Okay. Can get towards us. There's a public day off. Oh yeah, long weekend. Yeah, those are nice. Those are nice. The one times I feel like they kind of are not as nice is when you're kind of expecting shipments or deliveries or something, and then only part of the world or only part of Scandinavia or Europe just decides that it's a holiday, and then everyone has to wait. But it's nice for us. We get the holiday. I'm not gonna ruin a good thing. So I'm doing the hoodie a little bit more like exaggerated because the big form factor just makes it really cute. Because otherwise the hoodie is a little smaller, or actually Pippa senpai's shoulders and body is generally much smaller than I have drawn. But to counteract that, giving a bit more of a normal anatomy, I will I say normal because it's stylized, you know. But I'll just make the hood a bit bigger. Small frame body type, yeah, I suppose so. He is small. What am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? I'm trying to get my bearings where I left off. I forgot to make notes for myself. Guess just the rest of the body, I suppose. The sleeves are probably supposed to be a bit bigger too. Who knows? And Fluffy, thank you for including me in your farm of VTubers. I've barely been VTubing for a month. It feels very nice to be included in people's dedications to VTubers. Gotta think about. Oh, I didn't even realize that this is what it does. Pippa's hoodie has almost like short. Oh, I don't think I can show it here. But it has like short sleeves that later become the big ones. I don't think I'll be able to show that actually. That's too bad. There's a crown here. And the hoodie in general has this kind of like something like maybe I'll be able to include that somehow, but I think the general sleeves are just very puffy, so I won't really be able to show it well. Just covered them up strategically. Let's see. Is someone turning me into something? Hello DT, welcome. Hello Shadow. Do you have any advice on how to get started with digital art? I've been drawing traditional art and I would like to learn at least the basics of digital art. There are so many ways to get into digital art. How savvy I think it would kind of depend a little bit on how savvy you are with art programs, right? There are a lot, not just art programs, but just computers in general. Honestly, I would say the easiest way to start to get into digital art these days, albeit a little costly, is an iPad and an Apple Pen. Not even like an iPad Pro, just a normal iPad or iPad Air. with the Apple Pencil, for like version 1, and Procreate. Because Procreate is so widely used by people, both using the iPad Pro and any other iPads, that you will find a lot of tutorials and kind of walkthroughs and get arounds and everything with it. So I'm gonna say that I've only briefly used Procreate. I don't work fast with Procreate, because I have my methods with Clip Studio and working on PC and stuff, and I also like to sketch additional, right? So I'm gonna say that's probably the easiest way to get into it, because not only do you get a hand-to-eye coordination of drawing on a surface, but you also get to try out the different functions of, you know, using a stylus and also making use of the built-in kind of like layers and different effects and stuff. So I think that's probably the easiest way, but it might be a little costly because iPads are not exactly cheap. Now, I have like an Android tablet with a pen. There are some of those that have pens, maybe less now. There used to be more before. And there are also competent programs on Android as well. But if you've got the funds, I would still opt for an iPad because of the accessibility of tutorials if you're just starting out. Because I would love to say like, oh, just get a tablet and get started, but it doesn't work like that, because I know myself. I've gone from one art program to the other, and every time it's just this kind of like, let's open a brand new art program up, and it's never as intuitive or user friendly as like the smartphone or smart tablet apps. It's just a screen with a lot of windows, and a lot of buttons and a lot of like smaller windows and windows within the windows, and it's just kind of like, okay, maybe today's not the day. I used to use a program called Paint Tool Sci before using Clip Studio. I used Paint Tool Sci a lot, but it started to show its limitations in canvas size and resource usage of the computers, right? Yeah, it's very even learning that one is a little difficult, you know, like it's just kind of like, if you already got started, if you already kind of started butting heads with the art program because you were so determined to learn, then you're kind of already in a good spot of like, can probably adapt yourself into the upcoming ones, like another art program. But if you're new, it's a much trickier thing too. People forget the how not user-friendly a lot of art programs are. They're very customizable. They're very good to use for artists, for existing artists, but new artists might find it a bit difficult. And that's also why Procreate is doing so well, because it's such an accessible, not very expensive app. Like the actual iPad is the expensive thing. Good morning, Gudao. Might just start with Photoshop when I get pen for my tablet. Oh yeah, if you know Photoshop, then yeah, I used Photoshop for like an older version of Photoshop for editing and doing things with the mouse. But when I got a tablet, I quit Photoshop. It just doesn't feel good with a tablet. Like, you can be trying Photoshop a lot. But then you switch to like Clip Studio or Paint Tool Sai, and you have such a different brush feel. But if you're already accustomed to Photoshop, I would suggest trying out like Clip Studio, because it's basically it's a Photoshop made exclusively for drawing and not for 20 other things as well, you know? I'm not sure how to approach this. This is kind of tricky. Because I oversized the hoodie a little bit more, it actually makes her look like she is in a mascot suit. But we'll just do it like this, it's fine. Hello, Morning Dew. Hello, Foo. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, good question. Thank you for the, you know, it's you can ask away. Yeah, it's cute. I might change some stuff to kind of like this is I put the sleeves there. There's a technique of like, if you can't figure out where to put the arms, right? Where to put the arms, because you never know, like, how's this arm gonna go? Was this gonna go like here and then connect to the other thing up there and then down there? A trick to kind of find a good position for stuff is to not draw the arms, like maybe indicate the shoulders and then draw the hands. And then you connect them afterwards. And then you'll see if the hands are a little bit too far or not, but it kind of... Because, like, our arms are very, very, like, the articulation of our arms are very good. You know, we can, you know, you can put your hand up and then you can still rotate and pivot your elbow and your shoulder, and you keep the hand where it is, but your arm is moving all over the place, you know what I mean? And because of that, you can always try to like reposition and relocate some stuff. I generally like the pose here, but I feel like this hand is covering a little bit too much of like what the body is supposed to be. So I think we're gonna take this away for now, and we'll figure out where we put it after. Hello, Whale, welcome. Thanks everybody for being here for the art stream. I hope you're having a really nice weekend. Oh, the music looped. I should drink. Man, I got tricked. I felt like the portrait was almost done. But there's actually a lot to do still. Better kick it up a notch. Been missing participating live in your art stream. Being here live, it hits kind of different. Really, I'm glad. Guess it's because it is ooh. Estefi, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. Beautiful art of a beautiful penguin. Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's just generally just chatting stream really. So with like a background art. I guess the theme generally sticks to art as well. People can ask art questions. Even non-artists can just ask any kind of art questions too. I share any insight I can think of, but it's kind of difficult to just think of something. Yeah, I suppose that's right, Ezreal. You're kind of here and you take in the feeling in general, right? But hey, you there from the VOD gang, thank you for watching this as well. This is my, I guess this is our wish you were here kind of card moment for the VOD gang. Can I get a hoot hoots for the VOD gang? Hello VODers. Hoot hoot. Thank you for watching my stream as a VOD. It really helps out. There we go, as a hoot hoot. Yeah. Nice too. There you go. Hoot hoot, hello future VOD gang, yeah. Thank you. Know that I appreciate you being here, even in the future, and even though you're not here live. Thanks for being here. Moving away for the messages. Okay, so I'm seeing something I'm doing wrong. I'm doing lines that are like these, right? But that just makes everything even poofier, fluffier, bigger. So if I just do lines that go inwards again, it looks a little bit more slimming for the hoodie. I'm just gonna try doing that. I really like the details on Pippa senpai. It's like the clothes. Some might think that just because like there are big shapes, that it's kind of like it might look simple here and there, but Pippa's mama really put in like the proper details in the parka and everything, the hoodie. I always appreciate that when you know artists draw in the seams, kind of like something like that, you know, like just add a little extra thing. Hello VODers, I do not see you, this is the internet. Anyway, you're tuning into Vil Radio. Vil Radio. What a hoot of a time. Needs to have more effects, right? Vil Radio. Welcome. Hello Mishu. You know, I was surprised that so many Japanese viewers were happy that I added, like, you know, Japanese time zone. I think I've already said so before that I didn't think I would have that many Japanese viewers because I don't speak a lot of Japanese. But I'm really happy, like we're saying that my English and language generally, it's kind of easy to follow, so it's good to practice too. And I guess that's true. I don't use difficult words often. I don't curse a lot. And I don't use mixed grammar and stuff like that, so I don't know. German viewer, nice to... What would I call a podcast? I don't know. I don't know how I would do a podcast. I enjoy listening to podcasts, but I don't know if I would have that fun of a time doing. Not if I need to have someone that I can, you know, that I vibe with, and not just host it myself. I don't think that would be fun. Ooh, hello Popochi. Popochi. It's a Popochi. Welcome. I don't know what I would call it. I would want to say something like, oh, was something retracted? What happened? I did not do that. Natsu, what do you... I keep seeing messages from you getting retracted. Omiyabo's podcast, yeah. That would work. That would work actually. I think it would be good to have someone like I speak 4 languages, and Bros is fluent in 3 as far as I know, which is German, English, and Slay. And it's probably really good to have someone that speaks fluent Slay if you're gonna have if you're gonna do a podcast. I'm missing one word. Puns are a language of their own as well. I know plenty of languages, but I need to be able to communicate. Punglish. I thought it was really interesting. I sent you to Jesse Loom's stream before, and I'm really happy how much I understood of the Portuguese, actually. I haven't had a lot of practice, nor really a lot of exposure, do you say? Exposure to Portuguese per se. I thought it was interesting. So I remember when I was younger, I heard it, and it was kind of like, I cannot understand this at all. But I think I have grown since. I have grown. You know what? Let's do this actually. Now I forgive me for the slightly cursed view of this. It's always a little cursed. It's always a little curse to fill everything in like some weird face mask, but only leave the eyes out, you know? Good job getting up. Denglish language as well. Swedish or Spanish. I would say I would know Swedish Spanish somehow. A combination of that. Because of my general upbringing and stuff. English is my third language, so I don't really know a lot of combinations with that. I'm not good at doing like accent and stuff. I feel like I know English enough to not have to translate like in my head, but it can still be difficult for me to express a concept or an idea, because a lot of the ideas I will bring up are either going to be like Swedish at heart or Spanish. So trying to express something quickly if you don't really know the gist of it is it's difficult. Es difícil. Swedish and Spanish is quite an interesting mix, yeah. Cannot remember the word in Finnish? Well, I guess you're finished. Sorry. Angry face. Do you sometimes use the word in another language because you forget what it is in the language you're speaking currently? Sometimes, like, because of my online interactions and generally too, sometimes I would forget a lot of, like playing games and stuff like that. I would forget Swedish sometimes, because switching languages keeps your brain like on its toes in a way. But sometimes I'm just kind of like, oh man, what is the word? It's like the like words you don't use often, you know, that you'll hear more in like English media. Like, I don't know, hereditary or something like that, you know? And you go like, oh man, what is that word? Oh, and what's hereditary again? I freaking forgot the word. And then you just go like, oh, it's arvsligt. Oh, okay. Right. That makes sense. Right. Like, when do you ever use that word, you know? I don't even know where that word came from. It just popped into my head. But that's an example, for instance. I just kind of like, it'll work out. It'll work out if like, because most Swedish people know English, you know, or watch movies too. So you can always ask and whatnot. So, that definitely does happen. And vice versa with my Spanish, you know, like I was like, oh man, what is that word? And it's like, use a lot of Swedish. I got some good practice doing the Spanish satsu. Also a little, like I've said so before, but I'm really happy about it. I gained some confidence in speaking Spanish then, because I don't really get a lot of practice. And what practice I do get is not correct, because it's like mixed in a way that we were just saying, you know? So in that sense, I'm still learning. Leave it at that for now. Out of all the words you chose hereditary. That's such a failed thing to do. Yeah, I know. I think I might have read it somewhere or heard it recently, but that was like, I need a difficult word. Quick brain, difficult word. Okay, thank you. That's a difficult word. Let's use that. But you're right, that's very well coded. Thank you for the follow, hoot hoot. Oh, this isn't clean. My lines, they're not clean. Hello, Teddy. The art's really pretty. Thank you very much. I've been working on it for 2 streams now. And it is a senpai of mine in Globie. Are you planning to drawing what the plumies will look like? I am cooking on that front. I just want to do you guys justice and give you a good presentation of it and not just rush that. All in due time, dear plumies. Just know that it'll be worth the wait. After finishing the portraits, what to do art streams next? There's always something to draw. There's thematic ones. Like portraits are my really go-to nice and simple, you know? But we can always think of stuff. Given like hopefully by the time I finish the portraits, we would have reached monetization and I can give like members the ability to vote among what's coming up next. But we still have a lot of portraits to do. Maybe I should like do more art streams, I suppose. Like, comfy games are nice. Comfy games are nice. But art streams though. Art streams though. Is there something you would like to see me draw? As to like, you know, with the there was something behind that question. Hello Teddy, thank you for becoming a Bloomy. Welcome. You're curious what's up next week, right? Here's what's coming up next week. More Stardew Valley. We're gonna play A Little to the Left, which is a nice, comfy puzzle game. With simple sorting puzzles, but they can be pretty tricky and fun in a way too. We're gonna do art stream on Thursday evening and also on Saturday next week. And I'm gonna play more Unravel with Ambrose on Friday this time. It's Friday evening this time. So you can look forward to that. And anything extra is, as I've said, extra. Guerrilla streams and stuff. Hey, something happened with my font. I noticed that now. What? Nah. I'll have to have a look at that. And hello. Let's see. Hanagacha, hello. Welcome. It's supposed to be... Oh, I don't have the fonts anymore. No. I see. I'll fix that for next time. What I'm talking about is my socials they've changed the fonts. So yeah, I'll fix that up. I've been doing some administrative stuff on my computer and changed some stuff around, so the fonts were affected, I see. Super Vanderbos. Commission streams? I don't know if I'm looking to do commissions. I have done commissions. I know of commissions. But I don't know. More fun if I have something personal I want to show when it comes to art than taking on someone else's thing they want drawn. Thank you. My art's so cool. Thank you very much. You Plumies are also very cool. So, need to figure this part out. This is the reason I do grayscale. This is also one of the way that kind of accompanies the question of how to get started on digital art. Well, the way I do things grayscale is a good way of like transferring graphite. No, how do you say that when you're sketching, like traditional sketching? It worked really well for me to transfer like traditional sketching skills into digital, because digital has its own workflows, you know. I've known some people that cannot really make much sense out of traditional art because they've only done digital art, and that's fine too. We're not here to gatekeep anything. Only girl bossing. Yeah, that works. Grayscale is a very satisfying way to draw, definitely. It teaches you a lot of form, a lot of shape, a lot of volume. It might just not really carry you that far for presentation and stuff's sake, but there are different ways to treat and use grayscale. You can use a one of these, like a gradient map. I don't know if you know what those are. The gradient maps will kind of color the grayscale for you, give it a really cool, like this is a sunset gradient map. You see how it goes from yellow to red, and this is a like another kind of sunset. I love sunset gray. Yeah, I've had a cold, monster. I'm recovering. My voice was way worse the other day. Yeah, grayscale is pretty to look at, definitely. It's very easy to stick to grayscale once you've started doing grayscale, because it's very satisfying too. Ew. I see. Way worse, but also very Tuskaru. Yeah, my voice was very... I'm alright though, monster. I'm feeling much better now. But yeah, you can tell from my voice probably that it's a bit strained, but it's not bad. It's doing better. I've been hydrating, I've been resting. There we go. Should do it like this instead. By this a bit. There we go. With the added lighting afterwards, it should look really good. Yeah, I reckon so. Okay. Thank you, Command-Throw. Let's put some of the other colors in. So even though this is supposed to be gray, I might still want to put some... It already has a little purple on it. Because when coloring things, even if it's gray, you don't it's kind of better to consider the surrounding colors before just leaving it a certain uncolored gray, so to say. Gradient maps help a lot with that, really. And let's see, what was I gonna do? I was gonna give some lip gloss like that. And yeah, that's fine for now. And let's do the orange. Yeah, gradient maps are really nice. Overlays are also good for when you do grayscale art. Now I'm not after really doing a lot of detailing on these portraits. They may look detailed because I put the details in place and the shading and everything, but in reality the lines are kind of like these lines here. It looks nice though, like these kind of like quick lines. It gives it a bit of a painted on canvas effect, which is why I'm not like almost bringing out like a magnifying glass trying to fix all the little details. So I really like this texture that the brush leaves. Yeah, exactly that. Like the gray areas, the you know, some of the trickiest things to draw is like silver hair. Silver hair is so difficult to get right. Because it's so tempting to just leave it you know, kind of light gray, because light gray is silver, right? Light gray is silver with a bit of white, but usually it would like whatchamacallit, get affected by the surrounding light. So sometimes, depending on your like the rest of the colors around you, maybe doing it slightly pink or slightly blue would give it a more of a silver effect and shimmer in a way. But do it too much and you're suddenly it's pink color, you know. So the balance is very tricky. Do I dare to do the well, it's not that the pattern isn't tricky. You can probably do it. Yeah, the pattern isn't that tricky. It just looks tricky because of the how many lines are involved. But it really isn't. Do it like this, and then 2 lines. Yep. Like this. And 2 lines here too. Oh, that was a good one. There you go. And then slightly erase in the shadow. That should be good enough, I think. Maybe kind of give it some kind of overlay of... No, that's not enough. Soft light? I don't think that's enough either. That's a bit better, I guess. We'll leave it there. It's fine. You have such a calming voice and a great at explaining things. I don't write this often in chats normally. That's nice. I'm glad you think so. I like to be able... the thing I think I was saying, so... I'm not sure when or where. I think I was talking with Ambrose. But... my wish or will to teach is something that comes from having learned a lot of stuff the hard way, right? A lot of trial and error. So what I kind of want to save you guys some of that hassle. Sometimes it's important to try your way around and discover things. Because like nothing hits home more than that, like that aha moment, you know? The good old, let's see, the good old, aha, you know? But, and of course, it's up to you if you listen to any of my advice at all, too. But, I tried to make it, to say it in a way that, you know, I tried this and this is the result I got. Do with that what you will. If you still want to try it, then please go on. Just know that maybe take some of the things I say into account and try some stuff in a different way so you don't get the same results if that was not what you wanted. The Vicky lightbulb moment. Watching this while waiting in the emergency room. Are you okay, Shinzu? I hope things are alright. I mean, you're in the emergency room, so it doesn't sound like it, but I hope things aren't too bad. Well, if you're gonna watch anything, I think a nice, chill, calming, reassuring stream is probably a good thing too. Okay, I hope it works out okay. Thanks for tuning in, though. But yeah, I find it very difficult. I find it very difficult to pick a topic to just teach, because I don't. One thing I don't operate in is absolute truths. I've said so before on an art stream. There was a trend going around that was kind of like, you know, picture, and one had like, you know, and then the other one had, and they were full of such bad advice. Some people did it good, not everyone. So you kind of watch that and are like, you sure about that though? You're gonna teach as if light is just the same thing, like anywhere, like it doesn't get affected. There are some techniques that look really nice, that look like, oh wow, like, yeah. But you can tell when someone found a button, as they say. When someone found a technique that they're just like, this is, I will make this my being. And it can be everything from using textures, or doing like rim lighting, which is like, you know, when you put lighting on the edge of something, like, yeah. Or like the face, you know, I'm gonna put a little bit of light on the face, and then the nose. I've done a little bit on the hair already, but you know, that kind of like that. Or I'm gonna put some rim light here too, you know. You can tell when an artist has been kind of like, oh my god, this worked so well for this one drawing I did. I'm gonna do it for every drawing from now on. And it's valid because you found something that worked really well, but later you hopefully will discover that it's a situational tool that may look certain, may allow for certain pictures to look good, but it doesn't make sense in other situations. But yeah, the do this, not that trend, yeah, that people that did that operated almost solely on absolute truths. And what do I mean by absolute truth is that the difference to that is that it doesn't let people have their opinions. It's kind of like saying pickles are disgusting versus I don't personally like pickles much. I don't find them very tasty. You know what I mean? In one, you're just pulling everything into the same category. They are disgusting, end of story. Versus I don't like them. I can't really stomach them at all. But hey, if you like them, that's fine. Now, there are some good stuff. In advice. They're like, the advice are usually, they all come from a good place of wanting to teach or wanting to make something better. But it just kind of made me realize that the way Commando said, I just draw whatever I want. It's that people draw for different reasons, right? So their experience and their advice will kind of be coming from different origins and with different goals in mind. It's coming back to the usual advice, or the usual thing I tend to ask or want people to reflect on when they ask me how to become better or improve at certain things, is that why do you draw, you know? Why do you want to draw? Sometimes it's a harsh world out there, and you have to come to the realization that the way you're drawing might not be the best way to achieve what you want to achieve. I'm gonna swap to, let's see. These loop pretty good. No. No. I'll do this one again. I got a couple of loops, but I'm gonna find some nicer ones. I'm gonna look for more piano ones. It's fine to be a hobbyist. You can still strive to want to improve, right? But the thing that sometimes hits a little hard, the pills that are hard to swallow are is usually like when you kind of want to get somewhere with art, right? Some of the best advice you'll find on YouTube is from an artist called Rent Kanuga, I think. Let me look that up. What I like and what I try to adapt from that artist is that he doesn't pull punches in his like teachings, you know? He's been working for big video game industry companies for a long time, and he will inspire me, but I can see how some of the harsh truths that he'll share might kind of land a bit hard on some people. But what I like is that he's been working in the industry for almost 20 years, right? So I've been there. I've been like getting advice from like unsolicited advice and just feeling like, well, who are you to tell me this, you know? I've been defensive. I've been the whole thing like, oh yeah, well, come back when you can draw better than me. You think the head looks weird? I don't see you drawing better, you know, completely defensive about my art. Because it's my precious baby. I made this, I worked hard on this, and then someone just shows up and tells me that looks weird. Of course that doesn't feel nice. But for growth's sake, if you want to grow, if you want to do certain things, you also have to adapt not only your mindset, but also like what you draw and how you draw it. I find it for instance very difficult to grow big on like social media, because it tends to promote doing the same thing over and over again. And it's kind of funny that I'm saying that, and I've only been drawing portraits so far, but just doing a portrait is not similar enough. It usually has to be a portrait of the same kind of show or of the same kind of thing, something like that, right? So but know that you don't have to be popular on social media to find, you know, commissions or become better or be noticed or stuff like that. You know, there are other approaches, because it just like browsing online, social media seems to be like the only way to, you know, get your art out there. And I think, I mean, it is, but it's also not the only way to be noticed or get some stuff like done, you know, towards your end goal, you know? Your knee hurts? That's not good. Better sit in a way that it doesn't hurt, I guess. Did it just suddenly start hurting? And let's see. Yeah, Mary loves strength. Yeah, I agree. He's a really good, straightforward, like very honest guy. And Natsu says that doesn't only apply to drawing, but any form of art. I was at that point with your cosplay as well a few years back, thinking about what you want from it does make a difference. Yeah, I believe so. I have like, sure, like I feel like I have a nice bag of advice for all kinds of situations, but I don't have one advice that fits all, you know? Like, you will hear those kind of advice, the kind of advice coming from artists that's kind of like, do studies. I hate studies. So I cannot be that hypocrite that goes like, just do studies, man. I never did a study. Not in the same way a lot of people do, that just kind of drawing the same thing over and over again. That's so mind-numbing. I'd rather not. But if that works for you, that is a really quick way of like mastering something. It's like, okay, I'm gonna draw 50 different poses on a hand. Sure, go ahead, and then afterwards you're probably really good at drawing hands, but it's so tedious. Yeah, I'm not an art student, I'm self-taught, so I did not go through the whole thing of like, all right, well, 20 hand pose studies by the end of the week, you know? No, none of that. I felt like I want to improve something. I will try to think of a drawing I want to do that incorporates that. Do I want to attempt at drawing a city? I'll try to draw a character standing somewhere looking over like towards a city or something, you know? In a way, isn't your advice then perfect for the people who work the same way as you instead? Yeah, I guess so, because from my own experience. So if you like what I'm drawing and you find it inspiring, I can totally give advice that'll kind of put you in the same path of getting to where I am. It's kind of difficult to maybe do the whole thing of like criticize my art, because criticizing, doing art feedback and criticizing tends to be like less of it just looks at a picture objectively. It doesn't go like, oh, that's so cool. It's just like, no, let me find the things you can improve on, and there's always something to improve on. I can bring up my picture that I did like of Miel senpai and find like 5 points to improve on. So sometimes people get completely crushed when they go like, this is a really nice picture I'm like proud of, let me show this to this artist, and maybe they'll praise me. There's always something to improve on, so if you're gonna ask for feedback, you're gonna hear that there were some things that just weren't good enough. Some artists, at least, I like to bake in a little bit of like, you did this really good, and I really like the idea here, and I kind of like what you're going for and the dynamics of this and that, you know? I think I've also known about 5 people my whole life that actually were able to give constructive criticism. This is a can of worms I'm opening right now. You hear that a lot. I heard that a lot. People said that the nose looks weird, and then I'm just giving you constructive criticism. No. You know what the difference is between destructive criticism and constructive criticism? And this is something I ask of you to think of when you give advice or like want to point something out for people too. Destructive criticism has you remove something or completely erase something that was done. You know? You look at this and you find that the pose is weird, and you tell it change the pose, is destructive criticism, because you want to destroy what they've created and you want to make them do something different. Constructive criticism is, I see what you're doing here, but it feels like everything is a little flat. If you maybe add a light source and give it a little bit of like a bit more of a shine, it kind of makes the picture pop a bit more, and it really shows what the forms that you were trying to do. That's a bit more constructive criticism, because you're adding something, you're constructing, you're building something on top of what exists, right? Now, I'm not gonna say that, oh, you should change the nose is completely only destructive. No, not at all. But saying like, look, the picture is kind of pointing this way, so if the nose is kind of like angled this way, it's not really, it's giving this really strange contradicting angle to the face. So if you move the nose or change the nose to look something more like this, then it really gives it this cute round shape that you're after. But that's a difference, I guess. With like, if I could like take your picture and draw on top of it to kind of show what I mean, then I'm constructing on top of it too, you know? And of course, people will find even those kinds of that kind of feedback, if unsolicited, to be kind of like, you're telling me to change my drawing, you know? So boo, I don't like you anymore. But that's basically where it is. And also, I want to say, like, this took me a while to realize myself too. Yeah, it's important that the criticism explains how to improve it and not just to point something out that is weird, because that is not helpful at all. Unless you ask specifically for that. Good segue to what I was going to say, is that it took me a while to realize that you can like ask people that are not artists to gauge if they see something weird with the picture, as a way to gauge that if you manage to provide the correct like view or style to it all. Because this is also the reason why people find realism and realistic adjacent stuff a lot more impressive if they're not artists themselves, is because that is what they know. People will pull from what they know. You can show me a stylized picture with cell shading, and I will be impressed by the technique, the composition, and the characters involved, maybe even background, because I know what you know, time and effort and experience it takes to do that. But if you show it to someone that isn't an artist, they're gonna like the wonky realistic picture over the stylized anime picture any day, because the realistic one is what they know. They can only pull from what they know, so they feel like that looks something like that I could recognize, you know, that looks way better, that looks way more advanced. And that is the frustration a lot of artists have to live with, the fact that people will just look at a generic picture and be all like, this is better. I get the feeling the same people who would say you want me to change my drawing, boo, would also say change your drawing, boo. Yeah, I think so. You know, he's probably right. Is that why live action movies are considered more adult than animated movies? Yes. That is the short answer, yes. Because for a lot of people, animation is cartoons, and cartoons is for kids. That's the connection they do, you know? I watch a lot of animated movies, even the ones specifically aimed at kids, because I love animation. I love the composition. I love how they just build things up, and how they... I love the special effects behind things, and how they kind of, with a bit of trickery, they can just make so much more happen. I'm so much for that. But someone that isn't an artist or can appreciate it for what it is, will just do their connection is cartoons is for kids. So sadly, that's why, even though a lot of animated movies are really good, like, I don't know, Spider-Man, into the with the Spider-Verse or Nimona are really good movies, like better than a lot of live action, more expensive movies that are just kind of copy pasted to make money. But they don't get a lot. They get like animation awards, but honestly, a lot of like animation should be considered as into the same genres as what they are, because animation isn't animation is not a genre. It's a medium. Yeah, Nimona is amazing. Yeah, I love it. The expressions of the characters is so nice. It's the first thing that pulled me in. The story was also really nice too. There's so many clever there's so many clever ways that they did in Nimona. It's awesome. Like the freak out. If you guys haven't seen it, there's a part where there's like a freak out in a character. He's just sitting there and then he just spills his guts when someone asks, "Are you okay?" And then the girl like on a monologue tangent about everything that just messed up. But then it cuts back to them again. It's all an internal dialogue and they go like, "I'm fine." Cutting off an arm is not a love language. But yeah, if you haven't watched it, watch Nimona. It's on the flicks of net. Yeah, Natsu. I think that's why it hit well. Who is Net and why does he flick? I don't know. But there's a lot of flicking happening with that net. Also, I really like the dancing scene because I like Metric and they were just playing. Like, they were just playing the song by Metric and I was like, yo, the soundtrack. But yeah, that's a really nice movie. I like it. I've seen it twice now, I think. Oh, really? Would they call him that? Oh, damn. Klaus is amazing, yeah. I really like what they did with that. But yeah, so like what were we saying before the tangent goes on too far? We can come back to this. People relate. Like I remember a friend told me that to me this one looks more impressive because I don't know the techniques that you know, so I only know this, and that's why this picture kind of looks better to me. And I was like, it makes so much sense now. It makes so much sense as to why my parents like never really appreciated the anime art over like anything else that I would do. It makes sense as to why like I almost failed art because my art teacher did not like the stylized stuff that I like. It was like one of those moments. It was like a ratatouille eating the dish that kind of took you back. But yeah, so basically what people relate to is what they're gonna see and what they're gonna like. So my implementation of that is drawing anime with a lot of like realism-ish stuff. Okay, Now we can go back to animation. Animation is awesome. I love animation. No, this doesn't make sense. This does not make sense. Thank you. Thank God you somehow ended up here, because this style is not... I've had a lot of iterations of where my style has been and what it's been affected by. This is where I'm most comfy now. Let me just figure out what to do with this hoodie. Speaking of art styles. This is probably where the jacket kind of needs to be, but it's gonna supposed to go out like, you know, oversized hoodie, almost like a dress kind of thing, and I'm not getting that vibe. I'm not getting the vibe. You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of this one for now too. Bye bye. Hoot. Need to take a moment to gush about the art style of my favorite video game, Madness Project Nexus. Cell shading is wonderful done, and the whole game feels like a proper 3D rendition of the original Flash animation it was based off of. Oh, that's pretty cool. Thank you so much for the donation. Madness Project Nexus, huh? Oh, I see what you mean. It's got this kind of doodle comic style thing, yeah. Madness Combat Series. That does ring a bell. Yeah, it's always impressive how people manage to translate one medium into the other, or one style into the other. One of the things that will always be impressive to me is how, you know, anime PVC figures are made. And like plastic figurines. Because you can say all you want that anime isn't real, you know? It's not real, it doesn't exist in reality, but anime 3D figurines do, you know? And they somehow made that 2D picture, that was the concept for it, into reality, and it's right there, and you can turn, and you can touch it, you can see it, you can perceive it. And that's why I would always also like encourage that if you're gonna do life drawing in order to improve on your anime, do so by studying like anime figurines, because anime figurines are real, and it's essentially life drawing if you want it to be. Just keep in mind that they are stylized, so they may also influence your style. The anatomy on the figurines do not always make sense. It helps with very dynamic poses. Yeah, you can take pictures of it too, you know. I I worked on like I figured out like some lighting with the help of one. I had one set up and then used like some bicycle lights. You know what I mean? Like those kind of like, I don't know what do they kind of look like, bicycle lights, and just kind of like there's like a white and a red one, right? Like that, and then it has like this kind of shape, these kind of things with like maybe a button. You know what I mean? Like a white and a red one. And I would use them on two opposite, like I would set up like either a camera, like a phone with a holder aimed at the figure or something, and then light maybe some of the white light from one side, so it'll kind of look like this, and then the red one maybe as a secondary lighting from the other side, you know. Detachable USB rechargeable. I guess they're rechargeable now. I just bought some that just have some built-in battery stuff now. But yeah, technically. Stuff that you buy for your bicycles, I suppose. And then to kind of see where does the red hit. Then you kind of go like, oh, so it actually hits here, like underneath the eyebrows and on the edge of the fringe. And actually lights a little bit of the fringe up too, you know, a little bit on the side too. So you kind of get this kind of insight that if the light is coming from here, this gets affected, this gets affected. Also this, which was like a big like eye-opener for me. But also to think that if the light is coming from here, it's not gonna start showing on, it's not gonna show on the body here because the hoodie is actually covering it. So this will be like not be covered by the red, but everything up here would be. There's just some studies. That I guess that counts as a study that I did, but it was just essentially photography because I was just using a figurine with some lights. I would say LED lights, but honestly, LED lights are a bit too sharp. You might want to put like a sock or something, like a cloth on them, because so then the light isn't so sharp, so bright. Let's say if this is my chance to gush about Rune Factory, if I start gushing about Rune Factory, we're not going to talk about anything but Rune Factory today. Rune Factory 4 special. I was always so curious why people didn't like Rune Factory or didn't mention it in their top 10 list of cozy games. That's on YouTube a lot, you know? But, it's because it has combat in it. People don't find combat cozy. people actually leave negative critique when there's combat in their cozy game. Because conflict is not cozy. So that's why Rune Factory doesn't stand a chance, because it actually has an action RPG, really nice story happening on the side of the farming, but yeah. I guess people don't care for it if they have to engage in it. Oh, we amputated the arm. I'm sorry, Pippa senpai. Okay, she never had hands to begin with, right? Is that what the saying is? Is that what the blurb says? Yeah, well, people just want a nice, safe, nice, cozy experience when they play the kind of farming sims, you know? They kind of figure that would be part of it. Especially from developers like not Nexus, what I'm saying, Marvelous, that have done the Story of Seasons series. So when suddenly you actually meet, especially Rune Factory 1, 2, 3 was kind of difficult. 4 were very nicely balanced. But the others had difficult dungeons. We'll leave this here, I think. I'll try to figure out the other hand now. Do you guys ever find yourself like a bit difficult to please when other people bring their suggestions? As an artist, almost connected to what we were saying before about what people know and what people conclusions they pull. When you like when you draw, when you're an artist, people think you like every kind of art. Yo, you like art, right? Yeah, I like art. I like specific kind of art, but sure, I like art. Then you automatically must like this, and then it's like something completely different. I can't blame them. They can't know. They can't know that there's a method to the madness. Yeah, you're an engineer? Well, I guess you can fix everything, right? Yeah, it tends to be it. Because people don't know, it's the same kind of deal, you know? People don't know what you actually do, and they just kind of try to relate it to it. Oh, you studied computers or something? Then fix this thing? It's like, I studied software engineering, not hardware engineering. Stuff like that, you know? Really? People just expect you to fix their clothes. Hello, John Doe, thank you. We're working. Guess we should do it like this instead. Right? We'll work this on a... I'll make an exception and work on a separate layer for this one. Because we need to figure out where it wants to go. Oh yeah, like... Oh. Hello? Thank you. There you go. I'm a save, by the way. I need to save my art. Make some more tea. You want some tea ASMR? If you don't, I'll do this when I'm done. So you know. Let's see. Let's put the tea in. And a bit of honey. Can't hear the honey. Ish. No problem, no problem. I can't tell how it sounds, so. The only honey I hear is your voice. That was a pretty good one. Nice, Sue. The only sweetener I need is you. Let's see. Oh, exposure. Paid in exposure bucks? Yeah, for sure. I've gotten a fair share of that. The classic one is like, can you draw a tattoo for me? It's like, ugh. Can you draw a tattoo for me? It's almost on the same shelf as, oh, I can only draw stick figures. It's a classic one. I'm not even mad anymore. Oh my god, a tattoo. Yeah, so many friends or acquaintances would just like, oh, draw me a tattoo. It's like, bro, I don't know how to draw tattoos. You like anything I draw and you want to slap it on your body forever and ever, then I can give you the picture, I guess, but what the hell? Yeah, references for a tattoo artist is fine, you know? But like, it's kind of like, don't look down on tattoo artists. You can't just draw a tattoo because you can draw, you know? It seems really random. Really, I've gotten so many of that. It's like, draw me a tattoo, man. I guess it's because commissioning for a tattoo is kind of expensive. Commissioning the design. So they feel like, oh man, you can draw. Save me $1 or $2, you know? I like the new vegan website. I'm glad people put that together because there was a huge gap in the market for a what do you call that? Moderated commission based website that also, yeah, it protects both the artists and the consumers, right? Just get that no records tattoo. The no records on your back. I'm also personally not very fond of tattoos, so I have a hard time really like getting in the mindset of what would be cool or what would work. If I was more interested, I'll probably get like a bit more of like an idea of what would look good as a tattoo or not. What even is a tattoo? Hello, August. You're late, but it's still only May. You're fine. Couple of months. Anything can be a tattoo. Yeah, I believe it. But also, like, I think it would be more like if you know what kind of artist or tattoo artist you're dealing with, then you kind of know what you can present. Phil, what? What? Yeah, I knew a tattoo artist actually. They had like, they would practice on like not pork chops, what'd you say, like an actual like on actual meat, or some of the practice pieces that are kind of like silicone based stuff. It was pretty cool. Pork skin, yeah, there you go. They would practice on pork skin. Yeah. I see that. That's cool. No, I totally see the I totally can see how it would turn out well. I know some people that have some really nice tattoos. It's just not for me, I suppose. Almost, I'll put it a little bit here. No, not tangent. But yeah, welcome newcomers. A patch on ripped jeans, that's funny. That's a nice one. That's cool. You're all patched up. I'm glad you can say it like that, you know, that I have a really cool one. It's like, yeah, for sure, it is cool. I'm glad you feel that way about your tattoo, you know. That makes me happy for you. Oh yeah, that kind of makes sense too. Oh, I think we're onto something here. This might work out. Itakore. A little bit less. There you go. Something like this. Alrighty. But yeah, I would not know how to especially because like I tried once because I was like, oh, sure, I can try drawing something for you, and then it became one of those commissions, not really commissions but requests, where they were like, no, different, no, need something else. It's like, oh, okay, so this is actually a commission that I'm not getting paid for, and you're gonna keep sending it back, and you don't actually know what you want, but you want me to figure out what you want. So you're gonna make me draw like 15 before you actually... maybe let's go for the fourth one, and despite all, it's like, no, you know what? No. Dropped it. I think I've held warm plates straight out of the oven longer than I held that one. Using it to practice drawing, how long did it take you to get so good? That's a difficult one to answer, actually, because I was kind of stagnant sometimes when I kind of felt like I'm comfortable with a specific style that I have, until something else inspired me to try something different. Alright, Israel, thank you for dropping by. So it's kind of difficult to say how long did it take you to get this good, because I failed a lot. I stumbled, I tried, and I retried so many times, you know? But you could get pretty good in like a couple of years if you, like, say, follow tutorials and stuff like that. Once again, it's kind of like, where do you want to go with your art, and what do you want to achieve with it, you know? I'm drawing with like two layers now. Aside from the colored layers, so it's you know, my methods might not suit everybody as well, so that's just why it's difficult to do tutorials covering the techniques and stuff. But there was a lot of stuff involved. There's a lot of theory involved too. If you're looking to learn how to draw characters, and there are some books I can recommend. If you're learning to draw manga specifically, that, you know, cover some of the basics, and it's a good introduction. It's really difficult to properly, like, recommend a channel like on YouTube or something now, because a lot of people teaching on YouTube now are self-taught. So it's kind of like if I were to write or set up like a series of like a master class, I'm like, everything was so much trial and error that sure, maybe I have a good way of like expressing it and retroactively thinking of why everything works out, but there would be so much like misinformation involved because I am not like taught properly. It's kind of just saying, I think it would be a little less than this because I like to consider where I came from and how I can teach that or tell that to you. But it would kind of, some of the videos I've seen on YouTube are very much like, all right, so you do like this, and then you kind of just do like this, and because in Japan they do it like this, you should also try to do it like this too. So do 1, do 2, and then do 3, and that's always gonna work. Hey Theo, how are you doing? I had to think for a moment, but the hair gave it away. I'm being observed. It was more like a leap by leap guide instead of steps. Yeah, it kind of is, but you also are able to follow along because they have, you know, kind of like step by step, like, or they're showing you on screen too. But I bought books of industry professionals as well, and reading them to kind of make sense of stuff. And sure, I learned a couple of things, but from one book covering 6 like topics, pretty big ones in art, it was kind of like, I'm not sure you're like, I see you using that word, but I don't think you know what that word actually means, kind of a thing, you know? Relaxing, nice, thank you. Style can be completely different from what you're learning from. Yeah, I feel that. School taught you that taking 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week for 6 months will make you competent in anything. It's about consistency. Exactly. And you don't necessarily have to. You don't necessarily have to do be that consistent with something, because it's really difficult. Like, honestly, making a New Year's resolution to improve on something like art works better if you make it a project. Like me drawing a portrait of everyone in globie can be considered a project, you know, rather than I'm gonna draw every day for an hour, I'm gonna draw a sketch every day, because yeah, it would be good if you can keep that up, but if you miss a day or two, suddenly it feels way more devastating than just you know, oh, I had to take a day off, I'll continue my portrait next time. You know, the portraits are still happening over the course of time. And hello, Spectra. Pretty artwork of a friendship maxer. Yeah, she totally is a friendship maxer, isn't she? Welcome, you ghostly highness. It's nice to have you here. Hope everyone's having a nice weekend. But like I said before, if you're gonna like learn how to do a I don't know, like a background or something, either you just sit off and try to draw the background, but you can also practice by drawing a background for some fan art that you're doing. Like putting a character in a background makes you have to consider a little bit what that background is how that background is affecting the character. I've seen some really good artists draw some really cool backgrounds and then they put a character in there and it looks like it's just a sticker. You know? Hopefully I can show you someday. Like I can do a picture like that too. Because it's like big words from someone that is only drawing a portrait. But it takes way longer to do a picture like that, you know? Portraits are nice, portraits are comfy, they're easy. They don't require a background. They can have one. They look nice with one. No, this doesn't work. This doesn't. This does not convince me what this arm is doing. I am not convinced. Comfy stream is a huge plus. Ah, thank you very much. I'm glad you think so. I'm all here for this. I'm all here for like talking motivation and whatnot, you know. Answering your questions makes me also consider stuff myself and keeps my own like thoughts and opinions kind of sharp. Okay, I think this is cute. I think it's like the outfit is looking nice too. We're gonna slim the outfit down a little bit more here too. Let's put some of the last colors on there. We need to merge everything together with the main body. There we go. Now we got some stuff to fix. Thank you, C3. Have a nice day at work. Ayo. Always so in your element during the art streams. It's nice to listen to. That's so nice. Oh. Yeah, this is me. This is my element. Alright, we need some blue. Let's do some blue. Very harsh blue. Because it needs to be blue in the back. Yeah, trying out backgrounds and adding characters made me realize why commissioners charge so much for a background in place. Yeah, I mean, like they should. It's a lot of work. Like, of course, depending on supply and demand, right? If you somehow strike gold and a lot of people want to commission you, you can charge more because you're technically, if you're taking a piece that will take you a bit longer to do, you're technically missing out on other commissions, so you can charge accordingly. A good way to charge your commission is like go by the hour. How long would it take you to do? And then approximate a little bit. Oh, Roru-san, yokozo. Boku wo mada kase hiku yo. Demo genki. Ima genki desu. I don't know what colds do to me, but it just pulled Japanese out of me like it's nothing. Neurons activated. We're putting some color on this, and we can do some extra touching up after. There's still, like, just because we put colors on this doesn't mean we're done with it. I can go in and kind of fix up. O daiji ni. Daijoubu desu. Arigatou gozaimasu. What else do we do with this? We put this there. Sleeves are white. Torso is bit of both. Bit of both. Bit of both, bit of both. Yosh. Poor Roru-san, when they joined before, I was talking about about an electrical box frying sausages. And it just became a whole thing. I'm sorry for the confusion. I was just being silly. What kind of music do you guys like listening to when you draw? Or when you do anything, like, you know, in this zone, when you're gonna create? What kind of soundtracks? I love video game soundtracks, personally, but for hopefully understandable reasons, I cannot be listening to those right now. Sad and comfy music, yeah, I get that. I totally get that. I like to listen to Nihon Falcom soundtracks. I'll listen to like Swai, Legend of Heroes, Ease. Lo-fi is really nice too. I need to have something with a bit more pace when I'm drawing something, when I'm sketching something. Because I need to be in this zone. I kind of don't like making a picture when live, because there's so much more elements that go into it, you know. And I'm more prone to make mistakes. Yeah, the distracting bit. I can be distracted while rendering, while doing this, what I'm doing right now. I don't mind at all. But I will find it distracting if I'm trying to think. Like if I'm faced with a blank canvas and the music does not fuel the creativity, I'll have a difficult time. Math rock? How did you do that? The coloring? It's a layer effect. Basically, the reason I do grayscale is because I'll show you this, right? This is a layer on top of that. Everything is on one layer right now, right? And let me do this. This is a better way to show. Oh no, actually not that one. Oh, so okay. So Pippa senpai is in one layer except for some of the coloring effects, right? The reason I like to do grayscale is because it lets me do stuff like this. I'll use a different layer effect. I don't know if you know of the layer effect, but normal is just paints over everything. Multiply will blend into everything, right? And there are some other stuff like addition, color glow dodge will make things kind of glowy. You can use it for lighting with an airbrush like this. But what I do for coloring is that I use something called overlay, which is a different kind of blending tool, see? And what overlay lets you do is kind of lets you do this kind of like cold to warm kind of effect if you want, which completely changes the dynamic of like a picture, which is one of the like finishing effects that you can do on a picture if you want. But you could also go like nuts with it because it just kind of blends into the grayscale that you've already done, see? It's just kind of just grabbing colors at this point. They have to make sense to look good, of course, but that's kind of what I did. So I just changed this into a overlay effect. And now I'm gonna adjust the colors a little bit to make it match the uniform color. That's why I put a lot of time into grayscale, because once I put color in, it kind of just blends into it automatically. We're gonna get the color done, and then we're gonna use a little bit of extra effects to kind of make it look really nice. But right now, the tricky thing are the sleeves, because the sleeves are actually supposed to be white, but they're also uncolored. So what do you do with uncolored sleeves that are supposed to be white? Ain't no problem. You can totally do this with layers as well. You can totally do this on a picture with line art and stuff too. Sometimes it lets you work with values better. I don't know if I've painting with shades. Exactly, painting with values. It's a good approach for making the values look good. Sometimes if you just paint with colors and you kind of get the same kind of, sometimes you kind of want darker or colder colors to be in the background to create this kind of like, you know, the brighter one is in front, the darker one is in the back. But if you're drawing with colors, sometimes you might pick like a brighter color in the hoodie, and it'll kind of create this kind of confusion of which is in front of the other. Depending on the picture, of course, like the overlap helps a lot to show what is in front of something else. So if you have a picture like this and you make it grayscale, it really helps you see that everything is in balance and nothing looks like it's sticking out too much over something else. But yes, welcome. It's my art stream. I'm drawing one of my senpai from Globie. This is Pippa Pebblesworth, the other bird of Globie. I am the noble owl, Vilhelm Vanderbos. I like art, I like comfy, cozy games, and I like stories of different kinds. This is not covered properly. I need to have a look at this. Been lurking here since the start. Well, I really appreciate it. Lurking is also very useful, or helpful. Useful, I say. But it really helps me a lot too, so I really appreciate it. I'm happy you felt like you could leave a little chat, you know? Yeah, like when you work with shades, right? Those challenges that tell you to use a specific palette, they kind of lose a little bit of meaning behind it. Because if you use grayscale, you kind of overcome it, I suppose. You kind of, yeah. But it's fun to also only use colors. Sometimes I will color a picture earlier just to kind of practice more of the color theory and stuff like that too. But right now I don't see why I would like to make my drawing difficult for the sake of it, you know? There you go, that's better. Oh, pixel art, yeah, limited palette stuff on pixel art looks beautiful. Yeah, the white is a little awkward with all the other colors, but we'll use the lighting effects on this after. Let's just get the orange in. What kind of a penguin is Pippa senpai? I should know this. She's my senpai. Hey, she's right here. What kind of a penguin are you, Pippa senpai? Little blue penguin. You're a prinny? Do you know what a prinny is? Yeah, I guess Piplup, yeah, I think Prinny from this Gaia. Hello, Pippa senpai, welcome. I'm glad you approve of the portrait. We're making magic. We're doing some special touches on the on this. I'm gonna add some effects. You guys will see this posted on Twitter when it's done, but I need to use my my YouTube a little bit better with that stuff, so I think I'll post it there too, so you guys can see it. The orange needs to be a little bit more yellow. It's more on the yellow side of things. Too yellow. There you go, that's good. Ayo. Very good. I would think that because there's a crown on the design, then maybe it implies like an emperor penguin or something, you know? How are you today, Pippa senpai? Thanks for dropping by. Bang, bang. Ba-rum, bum, bum, bum. Okay. Well, before we can do anything else with this, right now I'm using different layers just to kind of make sure the colors don't end up looking strange. There's some stuff still missing, right? I need this the little snowflake here, and then I also have like a button and a fish that should go there. Other than that, I think we have all the details. Should probably make the snow thing. Hello, Titan. Welcome. Let me use a symmetrical ruler. 1, 2, 3. What is that? Three lines? Is that 3 lines? No, it is actually 6 lines. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. This is not working right. No, it is. What the heck? Nah. Do we get away with this? Does it look good enough? Hello, Mizu. Welcome. I'm still recovering from a cold if you hear my voice being a little hoarse. Not the cold, but it's better now. It's just a horse. It's just the voice right now. Not even a sore throat. All right, get rid of the symmetrical ruler. Derito. This should be fine. Maybe I should have kept the symmetrical ruler to get the lines better. Lines. Dang it. What's going on? I haven't used the symmetrical ruler until recently, so it's kind of like... Honestly, I don't really understand why I haven't. It's very useful. Welcome newcomers, how's your weekend going? You got anything fun planned? It sounded so suspicious. You had a fun weekend so far? Do you have anything fun planned? There you go. Much better. Not me going like, do you have anything fun planned? You wish to fight me? It's like so antagonizing, what the hell? Evil tipped up probably, right? That's not right. That's not right either. Somewhere there. Okay. I don't know about this. I think I'll just use this and oh damn, it's so uneven. Oh no, it's not even at all. Why not? Such wonk. So wonky. Is it better now? It's not bad, it's not bad. It's kinda doing a thing. Good. Hello Naoki, welcome. Oh, I totally did it wrong. I totally did it wrong. No. Am I even looking at the references? I wonder. Here you go. That's better. Better. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Let's save this. Okay. And now Pippa senpai has a... It's a bit big, it's fine, it's fine. We're going stylized. snowflake. Slightly angled. Slightly shaded actually. Because that puts it on the spot. Put a bit of shading underneath. Very good. We blur it so that it doesn't look so copy-pasted like this. We put some blur on this. Too much. That's good. There you go. Kind of like the shadow behind me. It's a little blurred. So, very good. Move this a bit more here. Yeah. Okay. I guess I can... Oh, what do we do now? What do we do now with this? Well, probably it's supposed to be colored. Slightly. Maybe do a little white on the tip. And maybe a little... No, that's not working. I don't think it looks bad like that. Supposed to have a gem in it too. We can probably make that look really nice. Like we just do of indication of the gem, like here. Like this. Gonna give it some like that. And then we use like a nice cool effect that makes it kinda sparkle a bit. Okay, what else are we missing? We can wait with the brooches for a bit. I kinda feel like it's fine without it because we're gonna do this bottom part a little darker. A little bit darker. And well, we should do something about the background, I guess. Give it this kind of like... The light is coming from the top left, so this part should be lit up. Alright. Something like that, yeah. Put a bit of brighter light here. Like this. And make it spark a little bit like that. Yeah, that works, that works. Hello there, welcome. I still like this very airbrushed lighting. It looks really nice. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? How's your weekend going? These kind of like... Oh, this one is wrong. Just improve on it, put it there instead. There's something about airbrushed light that kind of gives me a bit of like a cold environment kind of thing. You get what I mean? It's like the oversaturation of like taking a photo where there's snow and there's just so much light that the camera absorbs. I really like this kind of effect. And maybe we should put some snow in too. You reckon? Like a bit of snow because penguin? It does give a bit of a foggy feeling, you're right, yeah. Like it could be fog from just the changes of temperature and stuff. If we're gonna do snow, I kind of want to use one of my own textures for this. I'll use this. Just a general, like, randomized stuff that I did and kind of tend to use whenever snow is supposed to be present in a drawing, right? And so that it doesn't cover Pippa senpai much, we just kind of erase some of the stuff that is in front of the face, because it gives a little bit more like focus on the face, but also puts it in front, so it's kind of like, you know, we're just giving a little bit more focus to the face that way. We could blur it as well. Let me just like copy and paste this in case it doesn't work out. Let me just blur it a little bit, like with some motion blur. Oh, that's like Blizzard. Let's pick a better angle. Let's pick like a diagonal angle. This is more like rain. This is more like a rain effect, you know? I would use this for rain instead. Like, you pick a nice like directional thing, and a lot of motion blur kind of makes it look like rain more. See? So you know what? Let's just do normal blur on this. Gaussian blur. Because snow tends to be gentle otherwise, you know? Like this. And yeah, that's good, that's good. Let's pick a color for the background. I feel like, you know, something cold would work best, personally. Something like this, because it's a darker blue, and Pippa senpai sticks out a bit. So it's a bit like this. Maybe I would even do like the I would do like a bit of breath, you know? Now this is a cool picture. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. This is me experimenting. I did not plan this, but I'm kind of like, let's try this. It works. Let's try the other thing. Happy mistakes. No? Happy? Why do you say that? There's no mistakes in it. Does he say happy mistakes? Oh my gosh. Bob Ross sensei, I'm sorry. Happy accidents. Thank you. Happy accidents, that's the one. Happy little accidents. You see a little snowflake here, it lives in your world now. You can choose wherever it goes. Yeah, I do mean happy little accidents, you're right. There are no mistakes in art, they're just happy accidents. You can choose however your world looks like. It's your world now. Actually, let's put a tree right here. That would be so Bob Ross. Actually, put a tree right here. It looks like you're ruining the picture, and then it's just like, then let's put a little green on it, you know. Then it's like put a little white on it there too, and it looks like perfect. And it's like, oh my god, you improved it. How could you? How dare you play with my feelings like this? All right, I got an idea. Messing around, I got an idea. This happy little accident right here. This happy little accident right here. Give me an idea. Check this out. Put a bit of fog, right? We put a bit of fog. And then we do this. Oh. Nani? That didn't work out. Then we do this. No. Bigger because fingers would be bigger. It's like just on the other side of a window or something. Or your phone. Mind blown, right? Oh, no. There we go. No, it's actually good where it was. If it wasn't because it was frosty, like if it was on the inside or something, like if it was a more like a kind of difference temperature, like change of temperature, I would probably opt for doing like this kind of effect too. Like if it's kind of melting, you kind of just add the whole like, you know, but since it's kind of frosty, I don't think that is the case actually. And I actually used dark down here. I used a shadow underneath. I don't think that's gonna work out. I don't think that's gonna work out at all, because a vignette for this one would probably be better if it was a bright vignette. A vignette means like, have you ever seen a photo that has this kind of like, you know, this kind of effect to it? That's a vignette. But you can also do an inverted one and use kind of white on the edges to frame it. Now everything is very bright. It's like we're starting to lose a little bit of effect and detail on her because of all the brightness. So we're gonna have to lower a little bit of this, because we need to bring out the face a little bit. She's in a freezer right now, yeah. And probably this vignette needs to chill a bit. But actually, we probably need to make it a little bit less obvious. It's a bit much, for sure. It's a bit much. It works, but it's a bit much. The thing that we could do is also let's see, where am I? These need to be included. That does not need to be included. Okay. Could also use like a brightness and contrast kind of thing here to bring it out a bit. Make it a little bit like that. Yeah, the white does pull up it a little bit. I don't think it's necessary. We need the whole thing, honestly. I like the heart. The heart should stay. Maybe we should just do it white at the bottom. Aside from that, I think this is plenty, right? There are some things that aren't shaded, but they don't need to be. Like these things here, they don't necessarily need to be shaded. I think this is plenty good. What I'm not sure about is the maybe I should do the Oh damn, that is very bright. But that actually is kind of what I was going for. A little brighter. Maybe. Just a bit, just a bit. But yeah, the gradient map brings everything together pretty nicely. The background is nice too. The lighting works. Welcome back, Fluffy. I'm gonna do some touches, like I'll check in on it later again, because it's always good to not be too hasty and post it and call it done, because there might be some little changes that you can still do that might be like, all right, this part or that part or this doesn't look right, you know. So I'm not gonna post it instantly, but this is the general gist of it, what it's gonna end up as. Also, let me put my emblem. Ooh, that's a pretty cool effect actually. I think I'll do it white this time because it fits better. Is V for Vilhelm Vanderbos, and it's an owl. It's on my book. Look. It is actually on my book. Right there, see? Thank you. Yeah, I think it looks nice. I think it looks nice. How would it look? It wouldn't really look that well to if it was like a phone background or something, right? Let me check. 1080 1920. Yeah. So I've not considered these pictures to be like phone wallpapers, but this is what it would be for a phone like that. Maybe it's more like this makes sense, but then the heart doesn't make sense. Maybe without the heart. Let's just try it out, see what it looks like. Probably this more. Probably here. This would be more like a phone background, right? Maybe I should make my portraits into them. We'll see. I'll keep that in mind, because I have some portraits. I cannot just be like giving them out. I need to talk to my senpai first. But I probably could retouch them to be some. That would be fun. We actually end up doing one for everyone. But yeah, this turned out really nice. It's got a great Pippa feel to it. Thank you, Anibuda. Yeah. I have not prepped the next one. I should prep one for next week, of course. The skin tooth, yeah, it's the skin tooth that just adds a bit of innocence. What's really funny is that I learned that later, like I didn't know what that was about. You see in anime, sometimes the characters have a little tooth, a little fang, or a skin tooth is one of like the more recent things they've added to it. But fangs look really cute in anime, but they represent like kind of crooked teeth in Japan. Because crooked teeth that kind of give you fang-like features are seen as juvenile and cute, which is a little creepy, but I can see what they mean, you know? But yeah, it was kind of like, it looks cute in anime, but I guess they would really need braces. But yeah, I mean, let me write it down and run it by everyone else later, you know? But since I already have the format ready, I think I will, let's check out the other ones. Imperfect teeth can be charming though. Yeah, I think so, right? How much for a print? I don't know. I play with the idea. I need to run it by management, but I've been wondering how, if it would be possible to maybe publish an art book with all the portraits done when they're done, you know? That would be pretty fun. And then I can make the cover of I can make the cover of the art book look like my book here. You know? Like actually make it look like the asset. That would be so fun. I would love that. If I can make the book look like that, yeah. It shouldn't be impossible, honestly. I mean there's so many printed, like maybe they could be like a hardcover book and one that is just kind of normal soft cover or something. I don't know. But I would like it. I would like to have one. If you guys like the art, it's probably nice to have one too. Let's see. I'm gonna have a look if it's possible to make some phone backgrounds. Let's make a pattern for a phone background so we can experiment with it. Let's just kind of delete it off of the background here. And then we just kind of like grab this. Yes. This is Vans that I painted. It'll be a bit empty at the top. And if I narrow it down a bit... Wait, actually, let me use this one instead. It's easier to track. It'd be very closed up if this was the phone background, right? Wouldn't be bad though. This as a phone background, maybe? I don't know. What else do we got? What else we got? We got rhubarb, actually. We also have rhubarb. This is a smaller picture. I have to like scale it up a bit. Rhubarb in her Euro truck gear. Get up. I could work alright for a phone background, right? Yeah, 'cause I gave her this for this was a sketch that Rhubarb drew, and then I painted over it to make it look like this. And now she uses it as a thumbnail. That's pretty nice. But this would work alright too. What else we got? We got Miel Senpai. also resized. I'm gonna have to find the bigger sizes. Male Senpai is just like one of the portraits, the first portrait I did, and this would work okay too. Like this, as a phone background, I guess. And Reina Ronronea. This one or this one? Probably this one. Yeah, she's more like from the front. There you go. Pretty cool. That looks pretty good. I'm actually happy with this. I actually have the quick sketch I did for this one. I was really unprepared for this one. But I always like to sketch... This is great, official globie phone backgrounds, but you'll have to do everyone. That's the plan anyway. So if I'm already planning to do everyone, including myself, then why not, right? Well, let's see if I have... Do I have a Miel Senpai? Do I have the sketch? I don't know. Let me have a look. If I get the incentive to actually get the art book done, I would have the motivation to do all of them as well. I mean, obviously, I don't lack the motivation to do them all, but okay. So this one I have the sketch very quickly processed. It was just drawn on my sketch pad, of course, and so just took a picture and just kind of made everything a bit brighter and quickly erased it and just use it as a base, right? It doesn't need to be fancy, it doesn't need to be pretty, because it's just the base I'm going to paint on top of. For Reina, I wasn't sure. She was going to be super tsundere initially, but just really sketched it fast. Like this, see? And it has like the eyes a little wonky. It tends to happen when I don't plan it properly. She looks angry at the side. Like if I were to take my time and actually do a really clean and nice looking sketch, I would consider all of the, like, you know, anatomical bits too. But all in all, we just build on top of it. We change the expressions a little bit. I think the face is also, like, you know, more squished, like more this than the sketch. But it's just like I see the page easier than I see the digital canvas to be sketching on. Now Pippa I did from scratch on the canvas. So this one I could probably actually save a speed paint so you can see all the steps for it. Oh yeah, we got Totting Senpai as well. From the karaoke. This was one of the first pictures I posted that I did. So that was just sketching. I was just drawing a little bit when Who Senpai was doing a karaoke stream. This one would probably be framed pretty well, I think. I would assume. Yeah, something like that. Hands are really fun. I enjoy drawing hands, even though they were tricky too, because I feel like they add a lot to a picture. No, I haven't added hands in a while, but I was considering doing one for Reina, but just like I did for Vance, I just added the hand kind of in there for dramatic purposes. But yeah. This is a new series of portraits that I started with Miel Senpai, into Reina, into Pippa. We'll see who we draw next, actually. I'm gonna draw the guys too. I like drawing the guys as well. What about art where the person in question looks directly at the viewer? Oh, I'm not sure what you mean. Because Pippa's looking at you. Miel is looking to the side. Reina's looking to the side. They're all looking to the sides. Looking at viewer, irises are centered within the eye, so not angled like this, just straight from the front. That's kind of a boring composition though. Like, that is a passport photo. You know, that's a mugshot. I don't see that as particularly interesting to spend hours into drawing. Like, Reina Senpai's face was like the most front and center that I did, but even then it's kind of angled a little bit to the side, and the whole body is, the whole energy of this picture is kind of like, it's really that way, you know. Like if I were to add the effect of like if I were to do this to her eyes, it would add to it because it feels like she's going that way. Like if I were to remove this hair and everything, and just kind of like the motion. A Kubrick stare. Let's see. But even those are angled. You tilt the head down. I'm not sure who would be likely to get that stuff. Bum, bum. No, it's honestly, doing the kind of pictures that you're talking about are really good practice to kind of figure out where everything needs to go on a face. And while it would be a good addition if you actually want to do something like a mugshot or like a, oh, what? It's leaking through my drawing. What? What's going on? I just noticed that. Nah. Thought something was wrong. I don't understand why though. How strange. Oh well, that's fine. It's fixed. This is it's a good way of learning how to like draw a portrait, you know? Like the size of the eyes. Even that I kind of botched a bit. The nose. The face. But I don't know. I would usually try to much rather angle it, make it a bit interesting, I suppose. It's like I said, the composition of an interesting portrait versus like an ID photo, passport photo. Plus, we are, I don't know, we got like our models tend to like just stand around like that anyway. I don't have any other one in mind. I don't really feel like it's a good time to start a new one either, so let's just appreciate Penguin and maybe go back to chatting stream. All in all, pretty nice. I had a good time. I'm glad we actually were able to finish it up. I'll consider who to draw next. Like I said before, the next art stream is going to be on Thursday evening. Before that, I'm playing Stardew Valley on Monday, and a little to the left on Wednesday, which is a little comfy cozy puzzle game. But you get 2 art streams next week. It's not a bad idea. It's definitely a project you could do as well as one of those like projects we were talking about. Drawing a pack of cards takes a lot of time because it's 52 play cards plus a joker. But you gotta steal some pages. How about you how about this? How about you write it yourself so it becomes your skill book? Let's write our story together. That's from the trailer. Yo, we said it. They said the line. You're late, detox. Osoi. The art stream, the picture, look-see. You got your schedule already? Yes, I do. It's a bit of a draft of a schedule, but usually that's kind of what sticks. My avian senior, Pippa Pebblesworth senpai of Globie Generation 1. Magical soft field. Yeah, it's a snowy. The light kind of gives this kind of foggy effect. Gomenne sorry. Apology shimasu. Yeah, 大丈夫です。お元気ですか？僕はまだ風邪ひくよ。でも、今日は元気です。We were talking about making phone backgrounds. Would you allow this Pippa Pebblesworth channel of Globie Generation 1? Would you allow this to be a phone background? Like this? A phone, like a smartphone, iPhone, Android phone. Yeah. no problem. And then people can put the icons, like if you have a Android, you can place them out of the area of the adorable face. Yeah, I'm okay with it. We were playing, we were checking out the other pictures that I had done as well, to see how they would fare as phone backgrounds, and I think they would do alright too. Like, Reina Senpai's would also look like, if we chop the sides, it would be like a 9:16 resolution, and Miel Senpai as well. So I think it could work out alright. There you go. What is that? Kirei? Is it Kirei? My hiragana is very mada. I used to be able to read them. I'm out of practice. Kirei. Yeah, okay, thank you. Oh my god, there's more of them. B, no, it's not B. It's P. Pippa-san? Mo kirei. Ah. Bibba. Yeah. Yeah. Vilhelm. That's pronouncing it with a Spanish accent. Oye, Vilhelm. But yes, as I was saying, I'll figure out who to draw next. Maybe I'll do one of the boys of Generation 1. Mainly because I already drew Hu Senpai. I'm gonna draw Hu again in the same way as the new. Nihongo musukashi demo hanashite kurete ureshii. How do you say that it's interesting again? Oh, what's going on? Nani? Help. My tracking, what's going on? Ah! Help! No! Help! Wah! Wah! Yasumi Kazuki, hello, hoot hoot. Yosh, that works better. Hey, I'm back. I don't know. My tracking just went no. And then boop, 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 boop. I was stunned by the nice words that people are happy that I also tried to speak Japanese. And I'm trying to remember how to say fun, interesting, omoshiroi? Nihongo ga chou mo omoshiroi. Dakara. I guess that's why I wanted to learn it. How do you say the now I'm practicing, and now I'm being called out for Duolingo. I need to practice. Let's see. How do I say? How do you say the first words I learned? Hajimete no Nihongo words? Word. Kotoba? No. He's staying away, he's scared. I gave the ultimatum. If you're not gonna commit, you may as well uninstall the program. I am okay staying a casual polyglot. I was just wanting to say that the first Japanese words I learned were from video games. You know, like Street Fighter no special move. I didn't know what they meant, but I still shouted them. I shouted the special moves. Viru no yasashii tokoro ni honjin. Oh, something is missing. Ureshii. Thank you so much, Bill. Yay! It's my pleasure. It's been fun to experience Japan. I've been there 3 times. I didn't fly on my own wings. It's too far to fly. So I took up a plane. Wow, so many times. Well, the opportunity was there, you know? Depends on the plane. The first plane I traveled with, it was not a very nice form of flight. It was noisy. I picked it because it was like the cheap option and I regret it. Wait a minute, owls can make flights over the sea. Look. I know. But man, if you're tired when you get there though. I'm already a migrating owl. The Europe flights are fine. Just because you can doesn't mean you want to. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Quote quote unquote Vilhelm Vanderbos 2024. Hi yo, who is streaming? Who is streaming? Bum bum ba-da-da-dum bum. Yeah, Reina. Reina senpai.
Time for a Roomba?
That works. Speaking of Japan, eh? No, it's fine. Reina senpai. I don't get to raid Reina senpai much because of time zones now, so it's fine. Hi yo. Well, what can I say? But thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I'm glad you enjoyed the art and people found it helpful and inspiring. It's always it feels really nice to hear that you guys think so. Let me actually save the picture as well, so that it's not lost to the whims of whatever my computer feels like doing. Picture is huge, damn. I work in pretty high resolutions. I post very, very low resolution ones out of sheer practice. Because people can repost your art and all, but they cannot upscale it with the same quality you originally have with your picture, right? So that's the only way of really protect it. I've had people steal art in the past and put it on like wall scrolls, and it just looks really bad because I don't post the high resolution picture. But yeah, it makes the program struggle a bit when it has to save. Biggest picture I've made in recent times actually went over 10,000 by something in size. I needed it to though. Well, it is saved. I will tweak the picture a little bit more, and we'll see if we can make it into a nice home background. You'll just have to settle for the posted version on Twitter for now, I suppose. But it would be fun to make like a compilation of them too. Yeah, thank you all again. I will see you on Monday for some more Stardew Valley. A comfy, cozy start of the week. Now, please have a nice rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Saturday evening, afternoon, night, whichever, and Sunday too. And then we'll see each other again soon again. Hutsu. Oh yeah, totally, I forgot to say. We got like okayed throne accounts. I'm gonna be putting like, I'm gonna put it together, my wish list. You better believe it's gonna be a lot of tea. But yeah, if you don't know what that is, it's essentially an account that lets you, lets the streamer, a streamer, that is me, put stuff on a wish list, and then the viewers, that is you, can donate towards the goals, and donate for purchasing the items, and then it would be like an anonymous transaction. Like you wouldn't know where it's going. I wouldn't know except for your username and stuff like that, you know. So it's a safe kind of transactional thing for streamers, which I really think is fun. And I have like a lot of stuff I would like to try that feel like a bit of excessive extras, but it would be really nice as a bonus, like a little gift, like tea flowers, like a new tea set or something like that. That would be really nice. So I'll consider. I'll have to look into setting it all up, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to play with it, play around with the thoughts. Right though, let's go say hi to Reina Senpai. How should we greet the Reina Senpai? What do cats say in Spanish? Meow, I guess. Meow, meow. Reina Senpai. And put an owl. And put a spark. You sure? There you go. That's the raid message. Okay. Once again, thank you for today. Stay lovely, everybody, and I'll see you again soon. Hoot sue and hoot bye. Hoot hoot.